Ayon sa pinakabagong datos, umabot sa 282 billion pesos ang kita mula sa turismo sa ating bansa sa unang kalahati ng taon pa lamang, kung saan 3 milyong turista ang bumisita sa ating baybayin. Hindi may kakaila na mahalaga ang papel ng turismo sa paglago ng ekonomiya ng isang bansa. Kaya naman mahalaga na may mga batas na tumutulong sa sektor na ito upang mas lalo pa itong mapaunlad. Ang ating A-plus guest ngayong araw, nagnanais na mapabilang sa Kongreso bilang first nominee ng Turismo Party List. Magandang umaga, former Tourism Secretary Wanda Tulfo Teo.
Magandang umaga, Alan. It's nice to be here.
The pleasure's mine, ma'am. Thank you for having us.
I hope this is not the first and the last.
It's definitely, ma'am. Marami pa tayong pag-uusapan.
Sige.
Pero Sek, I hope you don't mind, no? Medyo magulat kayo dito. Gulpi di gulat agad. Ganito kami mga kanto boys, pag nagtanong. We start by addressing yung tinatawag nating elephant in the room. Okay. So, alam naman po siguro natin yung elephant in the room, no? Nag-resign po kayo bilang kalihim ng Department of Tourism noong 2018. Very controversial po yun. Naimbestigahan pa kayo. Ano po ang huling findings nun, Sek?
Actually, it's not a case, it's a complaint was dismissed.
Okay.
For, ang reason naman is no conflict of interest, walang probable cause. And it was dismissed last October 12, 2021.
Tatlong taon na.
Oo, napakatagal ng sakripisyo ko because I really wanted the truth to come out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Alan, I'd like to let the people know what really happened.
Please, Sek.
When I was the Secretary of Tourism, in one of the cabinet meetings, si Presidente told us na tulungan naman natin ang PTB4 dahil walang budget, kulang ng budget. Kung meron kayong budget for ads, ipasa na ninyo sa PTB4. So ako, immediately after the cabinet meeting, lumapit si Martin Andanar sa akin. Sabi, Sek, sabi ni Presidente, tulungan. So magbibigay ako ng proposal. Sabi ko, dalhin mo sa office, then we will talk. So pumunta siya sa office. I think how many days after, binigay nila yung proposal.
Okay.
During the proposal, parang it was a government-to-government contract. Walang sinabi kung kanino ipupunta yung project. Basta lang it's an ad worth, I don't know how much was that, na dumaan. Of course, the USEC were there, yung aking mga ASEC, and also the Chief of Staff. So, tinignan nila. And then after that, di ko na alam nangyari. Basta I said, give it, because there was an instruction from the President na tulungan ng PTB4. Yun na lang, nagkagulo na lang. I was surprised na ako pa sinisisi na wala namang akong kaalam-alam because I didn't give it to my brother because people were saying, binigay mo kay Kilos Pronto, binigay mo kay Ben. Hindi, because I gave it to PTB4.
Correct. So, para po sa mga hindi nakakaintindi ng government-to-government transactions, diretso po itong nag-uusap, once the funds are downloaded, yung tinatawag nating downloaded or allotted, yung downloading department or agency, hindi na po alam kung ano yung broad strokes lang po ang alam kung ano ang gagawin sa pera. No? So, when Sec Martin presented to you at that time, hindi naka-detail na kung ano yung mga programa.
Later on, I found out na binigay niya sa Kilos Pronto because mataas ang rating ng Kilos Pronto. Pero I didn't know that Kilos Pronto was my brother's. Kasi alam ko naman bitag So sabi ko, or T3. Pero walang Kilos Pronto.
So hindi niyo pala pinapanood ang mga programa ng sarili niyo
kapatid? Secretary ako, busy ako. So I didn't know na meron palang Kilos Pronto. All I know is that bitag. Meron siyang bitag, merong T3, pero walang Kilos Pronto. But during yung initial na binigay nila na proposal, walang nakalagay na Kilos Pronto.
Well, if anything, Sec, I would think that this is more of a lookout for Martin Andanar, no?
Yes.
Who should have maybe had the prudence to know that baka kung sa DOT nanggaling yung pondo, baka dapat hindi ko i-allocate. But by that level, wala na kayong alam kung ano na yung gagawin dun sa, or at least the specifics of it.
Wala na akong alam noon. Kaya I was just surprised nang lumabas na yung case. Sabi ko, what happened? Yun na, nagkahagulo na kami.
Pero 3 years na pala, ang alam ko nga ako if memory serves me right, parang at the initial stage pa lang, dinismiss na agad yan for no probable cause. Talagang wala.
Actually, ang sabi nga sa akin, ni the ombudsman, si Martires, sabi niya sa akin, it was a celebrated case. Everybody was looking on it. The media,
Yes.
nakatutok ang media. That's why nagkaroon siya ng kuha na, kailangan ko bantay, tingnan din ito, what happened. Kasi all the media were there looking on, ano na nangyari sa case na ito. They were all following it up.
Yes.
Ako naman, I was waiting na sana maayos na because yun yung masakit sa akin because I resigned because of that. So gusto ko sanang ma-clear ako.
And you know, for 3 years, Sec,
Yes.
matagal-tagal din yun, you were being flamed on the internet,
Yes.
maraming mga binabato sa'yo.
Yun.
But,
And even up to now.
that's what I'm wondering about.
Up to
No? Even
now.
up to now. And in fact,
Dismissed
at the
na.
first level, hindi talaga nag-prosper dahil no probable cause na agad.
Up to now,
Killed with finality.
parang sabi, ibalik mo na yung 60 million. Sabi ko, up to now, hindi pa sila nagbasa, na-dismiss na yung complaint.
Well, Sec, I'll go to my next spicy question. Sana pagbigyan mo kami at mga Kanto Boys, no? Siguro naman, alam natin na one of the reasons why this persists, although again, the case was dismissed last 2021, 2024 na po ngayon, mga kaibigan. At hanggang ngayon, yun pa rin ang issue, hindi na tayo nakamove on, ano? Siguro, ma'am, hindi natin ma-deny that it's because, well, you are a Tulfo. And you come from a very prominent political family. In fact, ngayon, medyo sumasa ngayong issue. Because, as you know, your brother Rafi is in the Senate. Erwin and Ben are now running for the Senate, likely to make it according to the surveys. At kayo naman po ay tumatakbong party list. So, if fortune favors all of you po, there will be 4 Tulfo legislators. So now people are saying political dynasty ito. Nagtatayo na ng Tulfo political dynasty. Ano pong masasabi ninyo dyan?
Ang sa akin, ang research ako, Alan, ano ba talaga ang political dynasty? Kasi kami, we started differently. Kasi ang political dynasty is, meron kang baluarte and then pinasa-pasa mo ito from the father to the daughter to the children and to the grandchildren, di ba?
Correct.
And then later on, paakit ka na sa national. Kasi kami, we started differently.
Yes.
Yung mga kapatid ko started sa media. So, actually, alam ko yan, noon pa si Mon pinapatakbo nila as a congressman sa Davao Oriental. But he said, no, I will be better off if I'm in the media. So, panay ang udyok nila sa mga kapatid ko. Even si Rafi before, but
Yes.
walang gusto. It was only later on na-realize ni Rafi na if I am there, mas mabilis ang tulong. Kasi kung dito ako, dadaan pa ako sa congressman. Kung mga bills gusto ko, dadaan pa ako sa
Tama
senator.
naman.
But if I am there, mabilis. So, yun yung naging pakay ng mga kapatid ko. Ako naman, in the tourism industry for 30 years, nakita ko yung need talaga na somebody should be there.
Because you were very
They-
well immersed in the tourism industry.
When I
Para
was-
sa mga hindi nakakaalam, Sec Wanda has spent a lifetime in the tourism
30
industry.
years I've been in the tourism industry. Then nakita ko na we need to have a laws. And when I was a Secretary of Tourism, sabi ko, at least matutulungan ko na itong industriya. But then kailangan pa pala ng laws and bills na wala akong control but a congressman. So sabi ko, I have to help this industry. Kaya doon ako, I decided to run as a party list. Actually, this is my second time. Natalo ako ng first time. Sabi ko, this is the last. So sabi ko, if I don't, wala nang tutulong. But I will still be there. Yun yung sabi ko na hindi, siguro it's not a political dynasty, it's a helping dynasty.
Okay.
Meron ba? Tumutulong kami, hindi kami yung talagang, para makilala kami. It's tumutulong kasi when you help, iba yung feeling mo eh. Feeling of fulfillment.
Yes.
At the end of the day, masaya ka. Because hindi mabili ng pera yung tulong na binigay mo eh.
And again, in as much as it is the people's inalienable right to vote for their leaders, it is also the candidates' inalienable right to present themselves to the people. At kung tingin naman nila, talaga napakalaking issue yung political dynasty, wag nilang iboto. Pero kung sa tingin nila, yan ang kailangan dahil may track record in service, etc., then they are also free to vote. But may iba tayo, ma'am. You're looking to become a legislator for the tourism industry. What are some, sa tingin mo? Anong mga kailangan batas
Marami
ng ating
actually,
bansa?
kailangan natin, marami talaga, Alan. Kailangan ng i-revisit natin yung ating Tourism Act of 2009. Luma na yan, 13 years na yan. So, kailangan ayusin natin. Look, what happened? During the pandemic, sino ang natamaan? It's the tourism industry.
Talaga.
Walang binigay na tulong ang government.
Ay.
Nagbigay sila ng loan. But yung loan naman, para, imagine a travel agent, nagbibenta na lang ng mga plants.
Yes.
Ang tour guide nagbibeg sa mga kalsada, naghingi.
Nakita po natin
Wala
lahat yan.
talagang tulong. And then nagbigay ang government ng tulong. They said, okay, we will give a loan. Pero naman napakahirap ng loan. Ang requirements was talagang hindi kaya. Tapos even ako, I was no longer the Secretary of Tourism. Sumulat ako kay Sec Galvez.
Yes.
Sabi ko sa mga ayuda, i-priority ninyo mga travel agents, ang tourism industry. Dito kami sa pinaka-last nilagay. So sabi ko, bakit ganito? So there has to be laws and bills na dapat matulungan itong tourism workers, matulungan itong mga nasa industriya because kami yung ang laki na binibigay namin sa
bansa, sa ekonomiya.
Oo. So the budget dapat ayusin. There are many things I can do when I'm in Congress.
Well, we are hoping, ma'am, that good luck on your run, and we are hoping that these laws indeed will be passed.
Yes.
And we wish all the best for the tourism sector. And maganda naman po ang track record na pinakita ninyo at sana tignan natin kung may papatuloy pa yan
Sabi
sa
ko nga, Alan,
Kongreso.
if I'm in Congress, madali naman ako, I will lobby sa mga ibang kasama ko, and then mas madali mapataas ko because my brothers are there.
Tama.
So mas mabilis ang trabaho namin, hindi lang dito, pagdating dito, ma-standby. So I will have to push it to my brothers na ipalabas na natin ito because this is very important because they are there.
May synergy
may synergy.
in so many words, no? So, narinig niyo po yan, mga A-listers, kailangan talaga, napakahalaga ng legislation, working with each other hand in hand in order to make very good reforms on a sectoral basis. So, nagpapasalamat po muli kami kay Secretary Wanda Tulfo Teo